We now return to another article, back to our segment Death by Porn. Police child porn suspect commits suicide after officers remove two children from his car. So this happened over there. Well, this happened over here in Florida, Kissimmee, Florida. So Kissimmee is somewhere close to Orlando. Orlando, if some of you don't know, is where Disneyland is, and
Right now, we're working to find out more about.
we all know what's going on in Disneyland. So um,
Channel 9 makes it easy to find the websites you see
uh,
on this news. Just go to W.
forgive
The
me.
man who police say was responsible for this scene yesterday in Kissimmee. Police say two kids were in his SUV when it was surrounded by a SWAT team. Police tell us the man ultimately took his own life. As Channel 9's Q McRae reports, the suspect was facing charges for child porn. Today we reached out to the Kissimmee Police Department and they told us the only person to pull a trigger and fire a bullet yesterday was the suspect. And it just so happens his children were just feet away. Kissimmee police tell us Louis Valentine had his own two children with him when he pulled a gun on himself. It was yesterday evening. They say they were trying to pull over Valentine, who was wanted on felony charges. Police were able to get the children to safety before their father shot himself to death. Witnesses didn't know what to think. All I know is all of a sudden there was cops and they were they taped everything off and that we heard that somebody shot themselves. That the guy killed himself. Investigators tell us nobody else was hurt in the shooting. Police now say he was wanted on child porn charges. See, that's chilling right there. That's really chilling. It's sad. It's sad to see something like that happen. You can see a Kissimmee police officer was involved in a crash while responding to the scene. You can see the police cruiser flipped over. The officer is okay. Now, this new we know that children are 7 and 11 years old. As far as the investigation into the child pornography charges, it's still unclear at this point if any of the victims are from here in Central Florida. Once we get some more information, we'll make sure to bring it to you. In Kissimmee, I'm Q McRae.
All right, so let's see. Oh boy, I don't know how to. Let me see if I can stop this right quick. Okay, yes, sir. This is exactly what happened in Kissimmee, Florida. Kissimmee is close to Orlando. It's in northern Florida, so it's close to Disneyland, and we all know what's going on over there in Disney World, Disneyland, whatever you want to call it. So you saw the video. This guy he killed himself. Um, he killed himself because he was under. Well, he wasn't even under investigation. You know when you do something that is horribly wrong and then you feel automatic guilt, like when you done fapping, you're like, yo, why did I do this? I'm not really enjoying that. You feel guilty. So that's what this dude did. Let me see if I can read. This is pretty much. Let me see. Yeah, because they already said everything in the article. So police said they have identified local victim linked to a child porn suspect who shot and killed himself in front of his kids and kissing me. Dude, this is graphic, man. So they were, I believe they were investigating something and they identified some of the kids and his porn. There were local kids. There were kids that live in the neighborhood. So they identify him as the suspect. So when they pull him over, let's finish with it. Police said those children were in the car with the suspect just moment before he shot and killed himself. Kissimmee police said they were looking for Louis Valentine or Louis Valentin, 48, to arrest him on child porn charges. So, oh, hey, you got the whole article here. Police say Valentine was cooperating and they had no reason to believe he would hurt himself. They say he even waved at them and pointed to the parking lot where he eventually pulled over. But officers walk up to his car. They found he was pointing a gun at his head. Officers said they only had a few seconds to get the kids out of the back seat, and the police will grab them, risk his own safety and process. to understand what happened in this Kissimmee parking lot around 6:30 last night, you have to go back a few days. Kissimmee Police Deputy Chief Daniel Chad said Kissimmee Police said they received a tip Tuesday afternoon about a possible case of child pornography. By Wednesday morning, detectives said they had enough probable cause to arrest Valentine. They were actively looking for Louis Valentine to speak with him and place him under arrest for a group of charges. So I'm not going to read the whole article. So that's what happened. This dude, he was somewhat producing child pornography, and then he got caught, and whoops, he got caught, and then he killed himself. Death by porn. If he wasn't even doing the porn thing, none of this bull wouldn't happen. So now you got this guy die in front of his children. He blew his head off in front of his kids. Do you know what that means? Those kids gonna grow up with mental issue for the rest of their life. I don't care what people say. It's like if you watch your own father blew his head off and you knew why he did this because he was producing child pornography. Come on, man. This isn't gonna sit right with you. You're going to have a lot of problem. Like that's why a lot of kids nowadays are messed up. I am what you might call a millennial. Okay, I'm 30 years old, so I am. My generation is dubbed as the crack babies. So a lot of people that I grew up with till now, I just got a homie right now. They had to chain him. They had to chain him in the house. They have to tie him up because he went crazy. We don't know what happened. He just started throwing rocks and start fighting people, and then he was speaking gibberish. They had to get him, tie him up, chain him up in the house. We grew up together, and things like that they happen, man. Certain generation they suffer some type of heavy mental breakdown, and then they never come back from it. So I have no doubt those kids going to see and remember that. So stop watching porn, guys. Especially child porn. It's illegal. They can track you down. They know what you're doing. Except if you work for the Pentagon, because I did an article on the Pentagon. Those guys are watching a lot of porn in there. So, except if you're working for them. But besides that, guys, stop watching porn, all right? That's fine. Let's move to the next article.